Hey everyone, this is Vickriman and welcome to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This game is coming out today, May 8th, from Obsidian Entertainment of course, and they're being published by Versus Evil this time. Thanks to Versus Evil for providing a review code for the game to let us give a bit of content here right when we start. So we're just going to go with, we're going to show a little bit of the actual game itself. So I'm not going to go through a lot of the character creation stuff. I've got a character in mind already that I would like to create, although we'll probably fiddle with the appearance and stuff like that. But I know what class and that kind of thing. Obviously, a lot of different difficulty modes. Expert mode, which I'm not entirely sure what all that entails. And then level scaling is an option that you can do. I've never liked level scaling in really any game, but RPGs like this for sure. So we're gonna leave that off so that we'll be forced to take basically the path that the developers had set with the level design. So here we go. Let the music here, it gave me some real Lord of the Rings vibes. So I believe a cutscene will be starting. So I'm going to make myself a little scarce.
Die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of Hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
That's obviously the storyline of the first game in a sort of broad sweep. I know the game does allow you to go in and change the decisions that you made for the world state.
You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us. That's the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
Whoa. Hello.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Alright, so I got control now.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
Whoa.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
So I'm suspecting that I am dead?
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
Do you have a better
The
response
gods
there?
aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Of course not, man.
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
So yeah, you can go into the file
Again, Watcher.
and edit the decisions that were made in the first game if you want. I haven't messed with that at all yet, so just wanted to jump right into the game. So, but that is certainly an option, and it helps you remember the events of the first game in a little more detail by making those decisions. But I'm presuming we're going to create a character now.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform.
This is cool with the
His
portraits,
face is creased by so
sort of
many
an
wrinkles,
old-timey
and his
look and
features lie buried amid
like
shadowy
painted.
pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his face. You can see his smile
I
coming.
wonder if the
before it
whole
closes,
game is voiced. I
reshaping
know the
the
first one
dwarf's
definitely
face from a
wasn't.
hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved Mary gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Hello.
The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Well, hello there.
Sit. Please.
Okay. Don't mind if I do.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in.
Ooh, that is a cool picture right there.
A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She's preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bare.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Upon these cards, they represent the courses of your life.
Ah, here, yes. So, I think these are the default ones because I haven't created any custom ones. Yep. Return the lost soulborn souls to Deerwood's children. as you had pledged. You were kind and merciful to the people you encountered, sympathetic to their pain, and charitable to those who need help. Return the lost Hollowborn souls to the wheel. Most other choices were judicious and balanced, tempered by rational thought and fairness rather than sympathy or emotion. Use the souls to strengthen the Deerwood. Most other choices were made to strengthen you and your allies while punishing and weakening your enemies. Sign the souls of Hollowborn to oblivion as you had pledged. You left a wake of physical destruction and spiritual annihilation wherever you went, seeking to bring a final end to all things. But you ultimately gave the souls to Wodika. You supported maintaining the god's secret as well as your own. You did everything wrong. You pledged to do the bidding of every god, and then scattered the souls of the Hollowborn to a random location. You got every companion killed. You got the worst outcome for every quest. If there was a mistake you could have made while still resolving the Hollowborn crisis, you made it. Let's just go with fair and balanced.
Does everything appear to be in order?
Yes.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Berath. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, the dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's...
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
I think so. I pledged myself to do your bidding in exchange for your aid. That's right.
You could have broken your pledge when you defeated Theos at Sun and Shadow. You did not. Admirable.
She delicately places a card on the table. A bell in a tower.
Wow, seems I'm kissing up.
Drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they...
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are.
Aothus, huh?
Though
That's
Aothus
what I
stole a large
gathered.
fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Am I dead?
No, but neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a Hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
That seems reasonable.
It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands. Their souls remain in Aothus still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
Let's do it.
Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death. When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind,
so that would be character creation. Hello! Very cool looking models here in this game. So we're gonna go with the male, and let's see. For what I want to do, I probably want... There's sub races as well, so... What does Orlin do? Perception and resolve. Godlike is not a bad choice. Dwarves and Oman are not. You know, Elf is pretty good. Let's go with A natural resistance towards dexterity afflictions. It's giving them an inherent resistance to burn and freeze. Let's go with Wood Elf. Would you like to make a single class or a multi-class? So I've thought about this, and we're definitely going to go with multi-class since that's the new thing, and will be more interesting to see, I think. This has definitely expanded our options quite a bit. So I'm not going to go through every single one of these classes and show you all that, because you could find that in the wiki or other videos. I've thought about it a little bit here, and we're going to combine a ranger. Alright, we're going to select that. And let's see. Stalker. Gotta stay close to the animal. Sharpshooter is basically more damage for slower attack rate. This is interesting because it's like the animal died, but it's still kind of holding on, so it's like a ghost. It's kind of interesting, but I don't think we're gonna go with that. I think the ranger side of what I'm gonna do is going to I want it to be somewhat balanced, so we're gonna do that. And let's see. The ranger aims for a spot. It will leave a trail to track. Or marked prey. And what companion should I get? Do they have different stats? I think maybe they do. Deal more damage. Hit all enemies around their target. Naturally faster action speed. Bear companions have an unusually high armor rating. Antelope companions have naturally superior defenses. Boars regenerate health, even during combat. Well, pretty tempted to go with the bear. And my second class is going to be Wizard, so our class is actually going to be Geomancer. It's very cool because every single combination in multiclass has a special name. So we're going to be Wizard to have a bit of spell casting as well. These specializations have very powerful results, but pretty severe penalties as well. Losing access to 2 whole schools is quite a bit of limitation. And then this increased recovery time for whatever your specialization is a pretty severe penalty, but you get an increased power level, which is sort of the baseline for all of your abilities. So that's a really cool benefit, but I think I'm going to go with no subclass, just so I don't have the penalty. Going for sort of maximum options here. So what spell should I pick? Woo! There's a lot of good options here. Oh, there we go. Right click to see those. Inflicting immediate slash or pierce damage and hobbling enemies in the area of effect. tend to either pick. This attack cannot miss and will reliably interrupt. Four to 6. 10 to 18. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Guess is the recovery time? It's not any different. I think that'll be a good start. Name the animal companion. We haven't even named our character yet. It's a bear. Let's call it Siegfried the Bear. First thing that came to my mind. Alright, so the stats are pretty similar to the first game now. I think they may have... From earlier builds, I thought they were going to go a different direction, but I kind of like that they're sticking to the guns here. So might is apparently very good for us, and that makes a lot of sense because we're going to be dealing range damage as well as spells. So we do want quite a bit of that might. We should be fairly far away from the enemy, so we can probably afford to take some out of Constitution, I would think. Resolve doesn't really give us much that we need, but I don't want it to go too far down. So let's pump some intellect here. And that's for the area of effect, ability duration, and will. Pretty good. Ooh, that's good. And 3%. Yeah, we kind of have a lot of stats that we need here, so let's take a little bit out of resolve so I can get intellect up even more. I think that'll work, because we'll use the bear to sort of shield ourselves as well as companions that we have. So I'm hoping to avoid too much direct damage. Alright, where are we from? I'm just gonna look at the bonus, really. And I'm thinking maybe a bit of dexterity bonus would be good. The other ones of these have a dexterity bonus. Yeah, that's fine with me. Alright, so these are kind of our social skills and that kind of thing. Mechanics, alchemy. Stealth, survival. I like Explorer, that makes some sense for this guy. Sort of a hedge wizard, explorer type. Alright, we probably want a bow, right? This is kind of fun because I'm glad that they didn't gate the different weapon types behind classes, and you can sort of pick what you want. Alright, hunting bow and a war bow. What is the difference? Allows for rapid draw and fire of the arrows at the cost of accuracy. With slower, heavier draws, the warbow can penetrate the toughest armor. Hits interrupt. And knocking prone. That's pretty cool. But I think think maybe we'll go with the hunting bow. And then maybe some sort of magical thing. So we've got a... Is this what? Scepter? Yeah. Doesn't really say if it's two-handed or one-handed, which would be nice to know. Oh, there we go. So... Rod. Flexible damage types. Let's see. Rod attacks with greater energy, slowing the wielder's recovery, but hitting enemies around the target. Focus wand attacks to interfere with the enemy's ability to attack effectively at the cost of damage. Channeling excess energy through the scepter hurts the wielder with each attack, but increases the damage dealt. I'm not a fan of that. Let's go with the rod. And we'll grab our character portrait. Got a few faces here. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Let's go. Stand together.
Let us end this.
Charge! Bring them down!
Show them how it's done.
Let's go!
Yeah.
After him. My eyes are peeled. Eh?
Sorry, with me and our colors. Ooh, that's some nice shading there. I like it. This appears to be... Oh, the pants. Okay. It's a cool looking dude right there. Stoic, what's that look like? That's alright with me. And my name. Ho 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 ho. There's our Geomancer. Let's just go with Vickriman. That would be alright. Okay, so we are Geomancer with Bond and Arcane, which are two power sources. Starting with these abilities, we get a bear. Here's our skills. A lot of this was just determined by the class. I do not do that. Power scrolls. Yep. Okay, good. Survival. Diplomacy. Very good. Let's get going.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you. To open the gateway from the in-between. to the waking world. Find Aethys. Learn his
Okay, I will.
plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp
Whoa.
pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
The dwarf nods.
I see.
Contorts his face with his odd smile.
It's a little,
and gestures to a new door.
Oh, hey, Siegfried. How you doing, buddy? Let's get out of here, man. Woo! I gotta say, this game looks very good. It's quite an improvement over the first in terms of graphics. Oh, I'm assuming that's me there. Here we go. That bear's hilarious. Ooh.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The
How did
rocking
I
of the
get
ship
in a
sends
boat?
pain jolting through your limbs. Eder watches over your body with a glazed
Oh, hey,
look,
buddy.
taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first
These are
movement
my
of your
friend from
chest,
the first game.
starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
I remember who you are.
Sure. You've been out a long time.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust.
Oh, the bust.
The remains of the steward
Oh, that's right.
of Cad Nua.
Cad Nua has been destroyed.
No!
Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became.
Okay.
We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a
That's
piece of
right.
your soul. And proximity to it has brought you back.
Yeah, I know.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder
What does
with
this
one
do?
finger.
Okay.
Misfortunes brewing topside. We... Magrans fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates.
Oh, no.
Demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
Why didn't you save my amazing gear from before? Let's take all this stuff.
All right. Now make some use of it.
Yeah, the grimoire, we assign the spells. Okay. So we'll equip it. Oh, so it's got quite a bit of spells in there already. Equip the armor here. Barath's Black Bell. And we'll put our weapons in here. Okay, so the rod is two-handed. Perfect.
The Knights of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Coming with me?
Suited up. We gotta get on deck.
I've got a bear. That ought to do it. Alright, you pirates. I just woke up from being basically dead, but you're gonna pay.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm?
Hey, buddy.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
Requirements not met. Storm's pretty loud. Did you say you're surrendering? How strange.
Wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
You've gained a reputation and a disposition. Dispositions represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Oh, that's a similar thing than what they had going in the first game.
Aye, but the breeches are gonna be stitched from your skin. You got a smart mouth on ya. Careful. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish.
Oh, is
One
that
with
right?
sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not
Where
to cop
are
me
you
some.
going? You're on a
Don't
ship.
damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You had bandwidth! Ah!
Alright, we're in combat now. Characters with a red selection circle are hostile, of course. And also select the attack button in the lower center of the screen to put the cursor into the attack state. Alright. So, I think we kind of know how this works, right? So we've got our weapons, we've got... AI script is active, huh? So... Okay, our certain power level is 2 of 2. And then we have 3. Alright, cool. Zingfried. Bond is 3. So does Bond increase the animal's power while it's being used there? Oh, hang on. Come on. Come on. Attack. There we go. So, I want you to go there. And I don't have control of it, dear. And, whoop. Okay, so, open fire. There we go. That makes sense. So yes, I do have some AI stuff going on for myself even. And that's not a bad thing to do. Nice hit. And what's this? Visage of Death's Herald. Temporarily frightening them. Can you hit him from here? Or do you not have a line of sight? Yeah, you can keep doing that, Mr. Bear. Alright. Arcane Assault. Raw damage, huh? It's near death. Thrust of the tattered veil. Dead. Oh, okay, I was right-clicking. But it looks like I needed to left-click there.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
Oh no! You've defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slick deck. Misses you but knocks Chitupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. Chitupek pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. Cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge. Likely contains salvage from Cade Nua, your keep. So we can rescue Chitupek or save the crate. I guess we'll rescue Chitupek. Just as grip fails. For a tense moment, he hangs suspended over the rolling sea. Then with a mighty tug, you pull him onto the deck. Hear a heavy splash. The crate from Kadwa is gone. Chitupek, meanwhile, nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. Nearly driven you ashore, a flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline of Aothis striding into the distance. Look out, barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. That's no good. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. Struggle towards the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you towards the open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might until at last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. Oh man. So Aothis is like essentially like a Attack on Titan sort of guy. But presumably the way they described it, that is not his body, but one that he stole from that dude at the bottom of Cade Noir. Seek out a means of repairing the ship.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand. If you're worried about the ship, you can
always
stop
a
worrying.
jester there.
It's wrecked right over there. So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Chair lady.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord.
Oh.
I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Where are we?
Oh no, but it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for certain.
Well, thanks.
The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region.
Okie dokie.
Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Sure.
It is your decision, but Aothis still holds a piece of your
Yes,
soul.
I know.
He was moving inland last I saw of him. I rather think he will have been hard to miss.
I would think so.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My
Okay.
lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
Squint dramatically while looking out at the ocean. I've returned as the Herald of Barroth on a special mission to find Aothis and learn what his plans are. I think I'll just be more frank.
These gods. You make one deal with them to stop a madman, and the next thing you know, they're threatening your soul.
That isn't much of a choice. But castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my...
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's do it. Oh, so you have some choices here. Fighter, rogue, or fighter and rogue. That's good. He's going to be a fighter for me, though, because we definitely need one of those, and it's just pretty convenient for him to be that.
No problem.
So are they set to, like, follow? No.
Got it.
I bet there's a hotkey for select all. Wand. And you're equipped, aren't you, buddy? Sure. Yep. Some of the quests you receive are challenging. Quests that is beyond your character's current level will be marked in your journal with 1, 2, or 3 skulls. One for every level. If a quest is more than 3 levels above your current... Okay. Got it. To select a party member, click on the selection to select the entire, perhaps the lower center of the screen or the backspace key. Got it. Double click to automatically equip. Sure. Same as it's always been. Yeah, you've got some basic equipment here. Saber and a shield. Very good. Oh, hey.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
Copper, some ale, good stuff. Small shield. Is that better than what you got, buddy? No.
Yeah, sure.
I suppose if you went with the swashbuckler, maybe it would be. Well, we've kind of let the episode get ahead of us, but I think that's fine for a first episode in a series like this of a brand new game. So thanks for watching, and we'll come back next time to see what's going on in this game. Man, this is way more beautiful than I would have imagined here.
Got it.
I'm already pretty impressed by the way it looks, at least. And that was a pretty good introduction. So if you want to know, if you want to see more, catch me in the next episode. I think this character's going to be fun to play with. I hope you think so too. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.